Hola.
Yay! Why am I no on screen, Steve?
That's because I got it key bound to a
Oh, there
T.
it is.
Yeah, you're in. You're in. You're in. So give everybody some chance to join. Irish, welcome. The fuck today, welcome. Joey K, yo, what's up, man?
You just made the list.
Your comments on the videos. What's up, Matt? First thing I want to say is, to our retail brethren and sisterin, I guess is the way to say it, up north dealing with the bad weather. Everybody stay safe. I know Dharma and Philly posting on Twitter. They've got tornado warnings and whatnot, which I think is a little rare for them up there in some areas. I know a big tornado went through Pennsylvania today earlier. So brings up a situation my wife and I were talking about. Alex, when I started at Kmart and they didn't know what the hell they were going to do with us, they put us in training and they had us go convert a Sears into a Kmart, which was stupid, first of all. And then there was a tornado that came through and there were tornado warnings, and this place was sold mattresses. We had mattresses lined up in the hallway, people underneath mattresses. The wife was on the way to pick me up from work. First responders wouldn't let her through because trees were down, and all. It was chaos. It was messed up. So hopefully all those guys stay safe up there. So that is nothing to mess around with. A couple of humorous things real quick. So I posted this on Twitter. I think it's important. So Hero, we'll ask you, because we talked about this earlier. What is this weekend? And I'm not talking about football, but what is this weekend? Anybody?
I know what this weekend is.
What is it?
Labor Day weekend.
Mm-hmm. So, here's what Labor Day is. Everybody get a laugh out of this. A public holiday or day of festivities held in honor of working people. One more time. Or day of festivities held in honor of working people. What? And then, I posted, the festivity is pizza party. If you hit sales. Matt, you're correct. It's a shit show. Also, too, a little bit of funny. So I had this bright idea earlier today. What if we could live stream the retail Warzone to LinkedIn? And I thought, oh, that would be awesome. And I looked, and they gatekeep that pretty well. But there's ways around it. So I went in and scrubbed my complete LinkedIn profile and changed it to Retail Warzone and started posting videos to see how long it's going to take for me to get banned, because it's, all quote unquote professional. LinkedIn has never provided me anything in my entire career. The entire time I've never got a job through it. I've never got, job offers, except for like Dollar General, who will offer the crackhead on the street, a job just because they can't keep nobody. But this is what my LinkedIn profile turned into. And this was the first video I posted. Yeah. So that ought to be fun. Irish Connection said he thought I'd get banned in 2 hours. It's still up. I haven't got any emails, but I think that's hilarious. If you look at all the posts on LinkedIn, it's all these HR people talking about how great the workforce is and all this other stuff. And here I am throwing this up. I also just posted up the unemployment one. And I also posted up the mental health one. And I also posted up Life on the Grocery Line one. Speaking of Life on the Grocery Line, Matt, you liking the book?
Dude, I read that entire book before we had him on the first time. Dude, I literally sat down and read that entire book in one sitting.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a light read. It's not real long. And, I'm glad you guys have picked it up. I think it's, an accurate representation. And I stand by what I said. There are certain situations you read in that book where there's a person from your past in the business that you hear this person's voice speaking the words that he has written. It is just, it's a trip for one thing. But talked to him today. So yeah, he's gonna be back on the show here very shortly, probably the next couple of weeks. So we just gotta get that lined up. But yeah, he wants to come back on. He's super nice guy, and then he can tell us a little bit about his sequel he's got coming up. So lots of stuff. So what you guys got?
Sequel.
It's therapy night. We should just start a book club. Yeah, we should. I know Irish had, mentioned to me about writing a book. That might be fun. I think that'd be great. So, hey, Maiden, welcome.
Hey, it's been a minute since we've seen you, man.
I know she missed a good one last week, man, when we had the DM on. Melodic Warfare. That was awesome. If you haven't checked it out, go back and check it. The great things going on. I mean, the actual podcast audio version, we finally passed over 402 plays or whatnot, which is pretty good, seeing how the only thing that's on there are Warzone. And I think we're up to like 37, 38 episodes, so I'll take it. It's good. Joey K says, I always thought LinkedIn was a pathetic platform anyway. It's not enough for us to apply and be qualified for a job. We also have to do your stupid fake social media shit. Correct. 100% correct. It's a farce. That's why I decided to do that, because I didn't use it anyway. I mean, I had a profile and my work history and all this stuff. I'm not going to, unless I just am forced to. I've given up management. I'm done. So LinkedIn does nothing for me. So I'm like, well, if I'm going to go out, I might as well go out with a bang. Matt says, I originally started my blame tag because I wanted to write a book about customer service, but I have the attention span of a horseworm. Same, I'm like, I could start writing and be about halfway through and be like, squirrel. It's keeping the attention span going is rough. So
if I was good at animating, I'd want to do an animated retail thing.
Yeah.
Like, that would be really fun.
Yeah. What's up, Lo? So, what do you guys got going on in your work life? Anybody made you want to snap? What you experiencing at work? Any crazy stuff? I know, man, there's some crazy videos coming out this week of like fast food people just getting abused, like drive-through chaos. Just out of hand.
You got any stories?
What kind of stories?
Your job you have currently?
No.
You got any interest?
Nope. Because, I have a lot of history with that. That place is fine. I'm not going to ever discuss that here. It's almost kind of like, part of me at this point. Hell, it was the first job I ever had. So, I mean, they've always been good to me, my family, so no complaints there. Special fucking needs. Nice. If you want to watch good retail movie, Clerks is great. Wasn't even supposed to be here today. Perfect. Iris, movie theater manager. Oh, and then Hero, she had an awful Taco Bell experience, but still didn't want to get out of the car and bust windows. That's true. Maiden says, I have been reminded that dealing with stupid people goes just past retail. Matt, so tell us about Iris. Was this the news clip that you posted? The manager got mad at you about it or something?
Kitty.
Oh, look, Alex has got the kitty. But no, I'm cool with my current gig. It is off limits to this.
Kitty content.
Kitty content, yes.
Yep. Yeah. My current gig is
Oh.
They have a lot of crazy, interesting things about that.
Oh, okay, I see it. Irish, it was an answer to his question about the worst job I ever had. Movie theater. Alex, worst job you've ever had?
Worst job I ever had? RGIS.
Oh, you worked for Regis?
I worked there for 1 day.
Wow.
One. I made it in for one fucking day, dude. And I don't understand why my Skype graphics is all of a sudden just wigging out.
Because it's a makeshift green screen. If you watch anybody that uses it, football coaches, whole 9 yards and whatnot, it does that. Unless you have a proper chroma key, it's going to happen. Let's see. I'd say the worst job I've ever had was Dollar General. That was terrible. When you work at a place that has security doors on deodorant, you know you're in trouble.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
Um.
Oh, but dude, RGIS. The reason why I left there literally day one, like I come in, and they're like, you only get paid $12 an hour if you get over 1,500 scans. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing $9 an hour to have to scan things and just half-ass type in things into a giant keypad that half-ass works.
But well, here's the thing. So, could you properly 10 key? If you couldn't, no. Okay, well then you were going to suck no matter what. I can 10 key like a champ after working a Hobby Lobby, having to key an entire store orders by hand.
Oh yeah, no, not I.
Yeah, because if you can't 10 key, your stats will suck. Joey K says, we just hung new signs in every section of our store that sit directly next to the existing signs with arrows to point out departments that also have wall signs because customers are oblivious and they still won't read them. They still won't read them. I mean, hell, the amount of times that I literally had people, not as a joke, come into Dollar Tree where every 4 foot on the wall, it said everything's $1. It plastered everywhere. How much is this? I'm like, are you kidding me right now?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Lo, that's yeah, like that can be taken one way or another with people.
Iris says, did you ever rage quit anywhere, or is there a place you did?
What? Did I ever rage quit anywhere? Definitely Wally World. Like that whole situation with me and that situation with me there. I'm gonna try to keep this like kind of somewhat coded, but I had a manager there that told me, you know, I come in tonight and you just can't figure it out. You still just can't figure it out. You gotta face disciplinary action. And I was like, no, I won't. And I threw her my keys and I was like, I'm out.
Wow.
Because this is ridiculous what you ask of me. Ask me to unload, have a truck fully unloaded, have it set up to be unloaded. I come in at 2 p.m., have it set up and fully unloaded by 2:30, and those were my expectations. And after dealing with that for like 5 months, I was like, yeah, no, fuck that.
Wow.
So,
the fuck today says she rage quit Dollar General. Matt says he rage quit a pet store when he was 20-ish because the owner said I'd get a raise when minimum wage went up. I was there for about a year. Man, that sucks. Russell says, I'll tell you the best and worst job I ever had was at a pool store. Made great money. Got to get into hot tubs after hours and have little shindigs at the store. Worst part was when the boss's daughter took over. Yeah, that's what happened. Nepotism's a bitch.
Rage quit a pet store when I was 20-ish because the owner said I get a raise when minimum wage went up. I can understand that. Definitely.
How many of you, Matt, were you around when I told the story about how I quit the drugstore and what I did? Because that was fun. That was epic. I'll go ahead and say it again. Since back then it was still like Windows. God, that would be, yeah. So we've been like Windows 95, Windows 98, MS-DOS based everything. So Matt, when I turned in my notice at CVS, what I did was I hacked all the scan guns, got to the root drive, and erased them all.
Oh,
I also went into the system because back then you could give people raises without permission. And I gave every employee in the building $1 an hour raise. And then there you had to order your ad merchandise like 6 weeks out. So I ordered enough merchandise to fill the entire stock room. And when I say that, I'm talking like cases of toilet paper and paper towels. So
that had to be a fun unload.
I wouldn't know. I wasn't there. But that was fun. That was, and you know, that's the only time I've ever done anything like that. But my district manager, if you go back and watch the video about the drugstore conversation with my friend, Chris, we go into that and we hear about, you know, the district manager and how terrible he was. I will say this, if you didn't catch that episode, our district manager he acted like he was a very devout, you know, of Jewish faith. And I bought a witchcraft book and I put it on my desk in the office. And every time he'd come in, he'd get like the heebie-jeebies and ask why it was there. I'm like, well, I read it when I'm at lunch because it's great content. So yeah. Yeah, I was a little loose cannon there for a while. So, I will tell you, I've seen some people do some crazy things. I know of a manager who, when he decided to quit, got into an altercation with the DM and threw his keys on the roof of the building and then quit. That was fun.
That's nice. Nice. Respect on that.
I'll also tell you a story about the worst interview process I ever had in my entire life. I was interviewing for Party City. And, you know, this was like in the Atlanta market. And where I had to go to interview was like, it took like an hour and a half to get there. Okay. So I go. And well, I'd applied and everything and whatnot, and then talked to the recruiters, and they were all like really high on me, and you know, oh, yeah, you'll be great, and blah 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 and whatnot. So they give me this location to go to, and I drive. You know, we go like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours with traffic. I get there early because you know that's what you do. You get there early. Don't be there late. So they let me into this little building where there was some sort of office set up. So I'm sitting in this foyer by the entrance door. And as I'm sitting there, the district manager and the HR person are walking up. And they're outside smoking. And I can audibly hear them bitching about why they didn't want to be there to do the interview with me. Because they didn't have time. And they told the stupid effing recruiter they didn't have time. And blah, blah, blah. And so they come in. And they're like, how you doing? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And they're like, who are you? I'm like, I'm your interview. So needless to say, I didn't get the job. And needless to say, I probably didn't get the job because that was one of the few times I fired off an email to the recruiter or whatnot saying that was the most unprofessional thing I've ever witnessed in my entire life. And maybe you should tell your DM to shut his fucking mouth. So.
Yeah, that's pretty god awful, dude. Trying to think of my worst interview that I've ever had ever.
Matt says we had an employee who threw a stack of cup lids at the theater manager. That sounds like fun. Maiden says, I
want to know what set that off.
Yeah. Russell says, I rage quit Sonny's barbecue because he wanted me to clean the bathroom with a toothbrush because I swapped washing dishes with the busboy because he was sick. Wow. Let's see. Maiden says I had a girl threaten to beat the shit out of one of my other managers and waited for her in the parking lot. I had to go talk her down and make her leave. Shit. Steve had the police escort a crazy employee on a trip downtown because she didn't want to follow dress code. I don't remember that one. You're going to have to refresh my memory.
What is the most incompetent manager story that you have? Well, mine is above me. Roll credits.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, JK on that.
Oh,
most incompetent.
Oh, I remember that. No, I don't remember that. Oh Lord. Let's talk about the last 11 months. Had police escort a crazy employee on a trip downtown because she didn't want to follow a dress code. Oh, I do remember now. Because I got called up there. Okay, that's right. So we had this new hire, and she showed up completely out of dress code with like a hoodie that had like pimp or something, like in big gold letters over the front of it. And one of my managers calls me and says, hey, look, she's got this hoodie on and we've told her, to take it off and whatnot. And she's starting to get rowdy and she refuses to do it. And I get on the phone and I'm like, you need to take it off. She's like, okay. I'm like, you got on, appropriate clothing underneath. She's like, yeah. That was a lie. So I wound up having to go up there. And by the time I get there, they have already called the cops on this girl. And she is out in the parking lot. And I walk up to this, like, 5 or 6 police officers out in this damn parking lot. And I walk up, I'm like, what the hell is going on? And the guy was like, I wouldn't let her back in that building if I were you. I'd fire her right now, send her ass on her way. So she didn't get to go downtown, but she got booted, and they told her, that she needed to leave, and we had to stay to make sure she didn't come back and try to pop the manager that ratted her out. But I mean, it was her fault, but that was some crazy shit. Yeah. Yeah. She had a tube top underneath. Lowe says one of my managers on the last day, they barely tried and just let my coworkers play music over the speakers in the store. Maiden says, had to call the ambulance one time because one of my associates is huffing dust off in the bathroom and passed out. That's great. Was wondering for a couple of weeks where all the dust off was going. Now you know. Joey K says, just this past week, we had a manager forget to tell anyone the truck guy had been parked out back waiting to pick up the trailer for an hour. 4 of us had to rush back and quickly load it. Oh my God, that is fucking terrible, bro. Because the amount of work you have to put in to load it that fast. Wow. Y'all had to have been like just pissed off and exhausted after that one. Hero asks, I guess this is at Maiden. Do you work in a drug factory part-time?
Yeah, to Joey K there, that sounds like my previous job that I just got out of.
Someone heard him knocking on the back door, Alex.
Dude.
Wow.
Yeah. Imagine working in a truck yard and they're like, oh, we just forgot about this trailer we've had out here for 5 weeks. It's got to be unloaded right now at this very instant. Like, Jesus.
Oh, wow. Matt says, we had the cops called by a customer who lost $1,200 in the theater. One of the ushers found it and stuck it in his stock. He didn't understand why I had to fire him. Okay.
Hey.
I'm going to tell you a really weird one. And for all you guys in retail, when I tell you this story, you're not going to believe that this was actually a thing. Sock. Okay. What? Speaking of which, a certain soft drink delivery driver thought it was more important to have a phone conversation than move for 2 semis today. Oh boy. Oh, that's no good. Is that the red one or the blue one? I think it's probably the red one because I hear them bitching about the red one a lot. So when I worked for a musical instrument store that is the largest one, here is how cash deals worked. All right. If you're listening to me and you've worked in retail for any amount of time, when I tell you what was going on, you're going to be utterly dumbfounded. All right. So customer comes in. They want to buy a pretty shiny guitar on wall. Guitar's like $3,000. They're like, well, what kind of discount can you give me if I pay cash? And, you do something or whatnot because there's a lot of cost. They pay for it in cash. You didn't have tills, okay? You had a little piece of paper that you wrote down your employee number and the amount of money. You rang it through a POS terminal. You got their change from another drawer. But that money that you took got stapled to this piece of paper and folded up and put in your pocket until you could get to a manager who would take you and drop it in the safe. So there were many days.
That sounds exploitable.
No. There were many days that I'll be walking around $3, $4, $5 in my pocket before I get to the safe. We had an employee one time say they got beat up in the pro audio room and robbed and mugged for all the money they had in their pocket. Was that truthful? No, it was not. Crazy. See, Iris, hold up. You didn't even have tills. What the fuck kind of POS system even is that? Yeah. Real quick. See something. Joey K says 2 years ago, there was a girl who got employee of the month and a week later got fired for stealing. Cops just came in during her shift, took her from the register and walked her out. We laughed. Those are always fun. But yeah, so we had like a couple of actual tills that were in the accessory area, which would be where you would go get guitar strings and picks and stuff like that. But like your major departments, like the guitar department didn't have any tills at all. You pocketed that cash. And I know of times where people said they quote unquote lost it, and you had to sign a piece of paper, basically an affidavit, and they would withdraw that from your paycheck. You got wrote up, and it was like a one-time deal. But, yeah. Did Missy pay in cash? Ooh. No. I think Missy paid with a black Amex. Most of the big stars that came through, they had those thick-ass black American Express cards. Don't leave the hood without it. So.
Wow.
And it's sad when people get popped, like what Joey K just kind of talked about. Unfortunately, there's some really good employees, or you find out, people that you thought were great employees are the ones that were stealing. And then there's a few rules in retail that I've found to be true. If you have a manager that is dead set on chasing shoplifters out of the building, about 60% of the time they're stealing themselves. And then if you have that kind of manager that talks shit about everybody, the fuck today, you know where I'm going with this. Thinks they're better than everybody else, goes over the store director's head and tries to get them in trouble and whatnot to make themselves look good. They're the ones who wind up getting caught stealing. And when they do, you just kind of look at them and be like, haha, caught you, bitch.
Yeah.
So, because that happened to me. I mean, I had an assistant manager that would talk all this mad trash behind my back, and it would do everything they could in their power to not have to do any work, and cause all sorts of drama in the store and all this whatnot. And I went out of town for a thing, and I knew that there was $50 extra in the safe, and I expected that $50 to be gone when I got back. I thought one person was going to take it, but I was wrong. And it was this other person, this manager who thought they were God's gift creation. And I will never forget looking at the videotape and seeing who did it, and my mouth just dropping going, holy shit. This is like fucking Christmas right here. And then,
I feel like you've
yes,
told that
I have.
story before.
And then this individual, all right, so I'm gonna go down this path. I don't fucking care. So she was crazy, and I wanted to make sure that I had another female in the room with me during the interrogation or whatnot. So this person who always talked like they were super fucking smart and they were the greatest thing ever and they never missed anything, blah, blah, blah. We're not going to talk about the fact that she's probably going to be late to her own funeral because she was never on time. But anyway, so I'm sitting in this office listening to this interrogation. This person who, and the fuck today can vouch, made it out like she was God's gift to everything, did nothing wrong, was everything by the book, so super smart. All of a sudden, she breaks down into like this puddle talking about how I can't remember if I took that money or not. I mean, I went out to my car and I was having a bad day and I opened the door and there was this money just laying on the ground next to my car and I thought I just got lucky. Come the fuck on, man. I just and then it became all of a sudden she had this mysterious illness that she thought she had cancer and all. I mean, it was crazy. And then there were all these tears and all this other stuff, and all of a sudden it just shut off at the very end when they said, "That's it, we're done." And she's like, "Well, they're not going to talk about me in the store." Of course, I'm going to talk about you in the store. Couldn't wait for you to go so I could talk about you in the store. Dumb bitch.
So everybody in the store would know by that point. And that would just be just a
no. It was very selective, but when it happened, so I got the money back that day, and when it happened, I called all my manager's office, and I did it with a smile on my face. So I'm sure I looked like some psychopath. I walked in the office, had them on there. I'm like, I just want everybody to know that so and so is no longer with us, and that's all I have to say on that. It walked out the door.
You know, this is feeling oddly at Failmart. I won't say his name, but that certain manager kind of rhymed with Mario, sort of. Like a dude that I really liked just randomly got fired. And I've just still to this day wondered why he's gotten fired.
Oh, our Alabama friend, he told you why.
Dude, I keep on getting told why, but I just forget.
Wow.
And like,
oh wow, close. That's very close, Matt. Very, very close. Let's see.
I played Madden with him one time too. That's what.
Yeah, the fuck today says several cashiers got fired at Home Depot because the head cashier was pocketing money out of the cashier's bags before they sent it through the bank tubes. That happens a lot.
I mean, why does people like not think they're gonna get caught doing that shit?
And then Hero says, if you get visibly uncomfortable about me knowing enough about loss prevention to probably catch you, I will watch you like a hawk. Proven true 4 times now. Agreed. The fuck today and referencing the manager I was talking about that got fired. And at that point in time, I was paying her for keeping her babies by the week. That was a bad move. Hero says, I had a smile on my face, but pretty sure Jesus was not in my heart. Nope, he was not. Irish says, what is the most enjoyable thing about working retail, if any, or is it all terrible? And Joey K says, it is so easy to not steal. I do it every day without even trying. Exactly. It's the definition of integrity. It's like doing the right thing all the time, not just doing the right thing when people are watching. 100%.
Yep.
Most enjoyable thing about working retail for me, I love the merchandising. Period. End of story. That's what brought me to the dance. Period.
Mine is, yeah, you have god awful days, but at the same time, the bond you form with like cool managers such as this guy above me, and like some of your coworkers, is just incredible. It's just incredible to have like people you're just surrounded by every day that has to experience the same hell as you do. And it's just nice. It's just the social activity of it. Like that can be the best part, because let me tell you, you will look forward to having a guy like this that's above me. You'll look forward to having someone like him when you got to work like a Black Friday.
Yeah.
Like you will be brothers in arms. And especially when you got your brothers like texting you, like, yo, Menendez has an army outside. Get fucking ready.
Alex, I don't know if you remember that when we were at Felmart during that Black Friday fiasco where we had to go out there to the line, I still had the black trench coat and I went out there with that shit on.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, you sure
the
did.
Dark Lord. Matt says,
dude, what made that?
Hold on a second.
What made it so amazing, though?
Thanks, Maiden.
Oh, go ahead.
Matt says, I've known a lot of servers who've had coworkers steal from the tips. That's the lowest of low right there. Russell says, to get to know you means something to a few customers. Russell, I witnessed that. You had a lot of people come to Dollar Tree. They loved you. Baden says, my husband got fired when he was younger because another person was logging in under his work ID and pocketing money from his till. His old boss called him and offered him his job back, and he said, fuck you. I told you what was going on. Nice. Joey K says, packing online orders on Thanksgiving. The store is closed. We can order what we want and play music. Yeah, that's always cool. Russell says, meeting Jim Mannion. Yes, good old Jim Mannion strip club story. Good people.
Classic.
Yeah, the fuck today says, tomorrow is the last of my 7 days off. Greenville might explode when I go back. I will look out the window for the mushroom cloud. And Maiden says, Steve's all right, I guess. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate.
Yeah, but the Black Friday fiasco, though, but honestly, like, reiterating on what Irish said, so, you know, I'm a gamer. I make it very obvious with my self-plugs and how much I talk about games, my Mario hat, enjoy that so much. But there was one day I had, one time I had to work in E3. You remember that, Steve?
Which was that?
Felmart, I had to work E3, and so did you.
Yeah, and I got in trouble for streaming it in the office.
But me and Steve just like followed each other around, just streaming it. Just
yeah, I mean, we were like in between everything we're doing. It's like, hey man, did you see what fucking Nintendo released?
And Steve just talking shit on Sony the entire time. Oh man, they're trying this. Wait till Nintendo blows them out the water.
Fuck Sony. Let's see. Real quick. Irish says, "What's the worst day in retail calendar? Black Friday or Christmas Eve?" It's always Black Friday. Always.
It's Black Friday. It's Black Friday. We're gonna have a special on Black Friday.
Yes, we are. So, well, it depends. If I typically don't close Fridays, so yes. Nintendo stand for life. Yes, same. Quick question. How would you feel if shops had retail staff wear body cameras on them? I would love to see it as a thing, but I'm not sure it would clamp out the abuse from customers. Just curious to know what your thoughts on it. My thoughts on that. I am for that. I am so for that I have said, if I could ever, like if this channel was to ever just completely pop off completely and there was like a ton of money that came in because of it, I would invest every single dollar of that profit into financing a television show where there is a fully functional yet fake retail building, kind of like a Dollar Tree or something like that. That'd be cheap merchandise. Hidden cameras, where the whole premise of that television show is how the customers are not right. Everything from going up and confronting a customer because they left a frozen food item out on the floor because they decided not to buy it. They, broke something. They, refuse to put stuff back where it goes. Whole 9 yards. Stealing, theft, whole 9 yards. And I'm telling you, if that was done, oh shit, that'd win Emmys, it'd win awards, it'd be the most watched television show ever, period. And that is my dream. If I could ever get enough money to finance that, we will all have our day. It will be nothing. I don't care if it's 7 episodes, 17, 7,000. We're going after the Karens and Kyles. It's over.
And also, let me just say this. If you had a body cam on as a retail associate, the worst Karen and Kyle, Linda, Dave, whatever you want to call them, they're still going to act the fuck up because they're the hero in their own story. And they'll be like, this is why I deserve to be treated like this.
Oh, but here's the thing. Shit. That would be my store. Like, legit, I own it. Guess what, sister, brother?
Oh, no, I'm talking about in a corporation.
Oh, in a corporation, yeah. But still.
Yeah, that wouldn't even deter that away, to be honest. We're talking about, I was reading over here in chat, and they had actually said Christmas Eve. I had to work one Christmas Eve at Felmart, Steve, closing. And it was my first year working there, like my first ever Christmas Eve. And dude, that is so true. They will not leave. You have to hear about, why don't y'all have this? Can you go to the back and check? Like, we closed an hour ago, bitch.
Now look, Russell, Russell will attest to this. I'm very adamant about Christmas Eve. All right. You know, we work really hard during the year. You get through Black Friday, you get through all the rough stuff. Christmas Eve is the day that if you've done your job well and you've kept your store maintained, you can let it fall apart that day, because I want everybody to get out of there and go home. I've never gotten in trouble. I've never gotten reprimanded. And I stick by, if the door is supposed to close whatever time, it closes. And I got no bones telling somebody to get the fuck out. Never have. And I dare anybody, you know, or I dared anybody, you know, to argue the point. I got them out. And, you know, whereas if you're in charge of making closing announcements, most places they don't want you to do it any earlier than, 15 till. Start making closing announcements an hour before you close. And then as a manager, you roam the floor and you get people the fuck out, because it's time to go.
Yep.
You get people saying you ruined my Christmas when you are out of a product on Christmas Eve. I hate working Christmas. It does suck.
Especially layaway. Oh
yeah.
My God.
Yeah, if you're working layaway and somebody fucked up and didn't put something where it goes, that will be a problem. That's terrible.
Dude, that is they will crucify you.
Oh.
Like, oh my God, I had that happen. That one coworker we always kind of talk about, Steve.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm going to go through some comments here. Joey K, we've had customers trying to slide into the store while it was closed during overnight price changes. They think as long as they can make it in the threshold, the store will magically turn on. Nope, it does not work that way. Let's see. Matt says you probably have to get a crew and do that in real stores. Man, I would love to. Joey K, we would need those secret cameras that look like shirt buttons. Absolutely. And we'd have cameras all over. So I would go all out. I wouldn't care. I would have like an insurance fund just for the lawsuits, because they're coming. Matt says, Joey, I had like a dozen customers today somehow get in before opening and just start shopping with our equipment out and everything. Wow. Hero says, usually just the two managers calls, others won't show up because you can't even lock the doors because you're on the register. You just have to wait till you sell out of bags and boxes. True. Maiden says, I have nightmares about trying to close the store on Christmas Eve. Matt says, same Z, 6 p.m. on Christmas Eve. Joey says, the best thing ever where I work to get inside and slam locked door faces everyone waiting outside 3 hours for it. That's awesome. Let's see. Walking out no matter what. Customer, I can't believe they have you working Christmas Eve. Yeah, because you're fucking shopping. Matt says people still do fucking layaway. Yes. Well, I don't know if they still do now, but Kmart had it.
They do.
Russell says our register shut down at 10. You can't ring out after that period. Great. Matt says, is it 1988? I graduated that year. Hold up, bro. Irish Connection says, my son was born on Christmas Eve. I missed his first birthday because I was working big box. That was one of the turning points for me in retail. Touche. Understand. Joey K says, I work early morning, so Christmas Eve is always lit. Yeah, I bet. It's man. I mean, Christmas Eve sucks. I mean, don't get me wrong, but like I said, y'all are working for the wrong people because never. Nope. It's time to fucking go, and I'll boot people out. Like I said, I've never got yelled at for it. I've never got written up for it. Get the fuck out. And I would tell people, we got families to go home to. Leave.
Yep. But I was literally stuck there for an hour and 30 minutes after we closed.
You weren't when I worked there.
I never had to close again, ever, on a Christmas Eve past that point. But, I'll never forget that one, dude. Like, it was god-awful. And I actually have vowed that, like, I will not shop anywhere on Christmas Eve unless I just absolutely have to, for that very reason.
Yeah. Hero says, Dollar Tree lights are on a timer. They'll shop in the dark. That is true. Maiden says, PTSD is real. Absolutely. That's why we're here. We feel it. Joey K, we had the POS system shut down as soon as the doors opened on Black Friday. I had never seen such panic in so many matters. I forgot to fix. Oh my God. So on Black Friday, Thanksgiving, I worked, I got the lucky draw of working third shift at Kmart. And Kmart decided to do this really stupid shit. Like you were open on Thanksgiving and they ran an ad from whatever time to whatever time. Then you had to get everybody out of the store, close down, stay closed for an hour. And I'm not joking. Addicts tell you this was real. You shut down for an hour. You put up all these sale signs. Then you had another 4-hour period. Then you kicked everybody out of the store again, put up all these other sale signs, open up an hour again. Well, the first run, the POS system went down, Joey, like you said, overnight. We had lines in layaway and whatnot. And I had this guy who was so pissed off, he had a shopping cart full of merchandise. He literally picked this shopping cart up and threw it in the air upside down. Everything goes all over the floor. Him and I start jawing at each other, and his mother grabs him, and they take him out of the building because I was about to call the cops. Now, it was stressful, and it sucked, but what was funny was 2 or 3 days later, dude came back in the store to find me, shook my hand, and apologized because he let it not be known that his mother said his behavior was inappropriate. Go mama. Let's see. Walmart would shut.
Remember the guy, Steve, that same morning?
Oh, the drunk guy who grabbed the TV and fell off the ladder?
Yep. Taking and throwing TVs down to the fucking crowd.
Alex.
You remember literally 5 minutes before the sale, I was locked inside of the game.
That's true. Alex, tell that story real quick.
Oh yeah. So which one? The crazy man? Yeah, so that day at Belmart chat. Literally it was 5 a.m. 4:55. My dumbass climbs inside of the game case, the sliding case, shuts it on myself, trying to get the Xboxes out that we had on sale. And I'm like, uh-oh. And I got myself locked in and was able to get out right on time. That's what happened. And then we had some guy get on a ladder and he started just taking the TVs that we had on sale and even ones that we didn't have on sale and just throwing them down to people. And this was my first ever Black Friday that I worked. But he was just taking them and throwing them. Seriously. It was absolutely insane. That's when I knew. I was like, okay, Black Friday is very real. That's probably, honestly, the craziest one I've ever worked. I had to work a Walmart Black Friday.
Time out. Correct, Matt. You are correct. Continue, Alex. Sorry.
But no, that guy taking and throwing the TVs down, dude, that's a classic.
Yeah. Looking at the chat real quick, Matt says Black Friday is proof the human spirit is fucked. Yes, it is. Joey K.
What Joey K said.
Yeah.
My family and I have a tradition to do that.
What's nice is to drive through the Walmart parking lot on Christmas Eve night. The knowledge that you don't need to go in, combined with the sight of all the people frantically shopping. Hey, I'm going to say something now, and I'm not trying to say this to hurt you, Alex. I'm saying this to help you. This guy down here, Alex, what do you do on Thanksgiving Day?
Oh, I go Black Friday shopping.
See? Light him up, boys. Light him up. He's guilty.
Hey.
I do not.
Don't you worry. I'm going to be representing I'm going to be
Hero says shame.
I'm going to be repping the Warzone. I'm going to be repping Warzone.
Yep. Joey says people will murder each other for $3 off of a TV they don't even need that will just be marked down even more a month. Yes. And Joey, you bring up a great point because they've done tons of studies and tons of news articles. A lot of the doorbusters during the course of the year are cheaper than the doorbuster price, but it's perceived value. Oh, look at Maiden. Maiden's on you now, addicts. You are part of the problem. How dare you? Oh, look, the fuck says you should be shot.
I know. I should be shot.
You have been
Christ.
you have brought shame to the Warzone family. But no,
But I'm gonna be bringing my Warzone merch this
yeah,
year. Chad.
okay. Oh, I've got a great idea for Black Friday. If actually, I will go to work tomorrow and sign off for Black Friday, and we will do a live stream as Alex is out shopping wearing retail Warzone gear.
I'll do it, dude. I do not care. I will do
The
it.
fuck today says I said what I said. Irish says Black Friday is not a thing here. It's mostly online offers and token offers in store. Nice. Matt, you were able to take the whole week off? Really? How were you able to do that? That's like sorcery.
I know.
How did you do that?
Matt may be a fucking legend.
Please teach us your skills. Joey says, I tried to go out on Black Friday and scalp snacks to everybody standing in line once. You are a genius. You are props, sir. Props.
Steve, I've done some shit like that.
Okay, Alex, you need to be, we can have on-site reporting. You've got your Warzone gear on. We'll get you set up with your cell phone to where you can stream in.
Dude, I will do it.
And you go through the line and start talking. Oh, shit. Because all I got to do is blur their faces out. Oh, a plan is coming together, ladies and gentlemen. Black Friday is going to be lit as hell. Oh, boy.
That's what I was saying, Steve.
Oh, boy.
It's going to be a big time thing this
year. Okay. You're the reporter on the ground.
Oh, dude, I am so down. I am so down.
People hear you making these promises. You cannot let us down. You got to do it.
Dude.
I'm all for that shit. That'd be great.
Oh yeah, no, I'll be like, yeah, I'm part of the Retail Warzone podcast.
Yeah.
You know, this is Black Friday. I'm standing here in front of what me and the Big Red Colossus call the Raptor pin.
Oh,
the game case.
Hold up. We got some great comments here. Black Friday is where all the wrestling fans and mosh pitters go out in celebration of the upcoming holiday. Excellent. Joe K. Oh, my managers would weep and then shoot themselves if I took any week between November 1st and December 31st off. Yep, that's how that works. SRFC 1234. We have St. Stephen's Day that is probably our version of Black Friday. Okay, I know you're across the pond. If you could expand on what St. Stephen's Day is. You are Irish one. I'm not familiar with that, but you're probably correct if it's that big a deal. Matt says, I got my in-laws here that week. I don't know that you want to be jealous of me. Okay. Fair enough, sir. Fair enough. The day of St. Stephen. Correct. That helps me out tremendously. Iron Maiden says, hold up. Iron Maiden says, this is Addicts reporting live from the doorbuster line. Oh, get Alex a special. I'm here for a TV shirt. Send him to Best Buy, Walmart, etc. Oh my God. Alex, you want to be YouTube famous. I think we found your way. I think tonight.
I will be the one.
I think tonight is it. I'm signing off for that day tomorrow. As soon as I go into work, I'm going straight to the calendar. So it's going to be bell to bell. I'll be sitting in front of the computer waiting for your feeds.
But it'll be Thursday though, right? Like it'll be on Thanksgiving.
Oh no, you need to go ahead and plan on being up Black Friday morning.
Oh no, I'm down for that as well.
Look, Maiden says, this is your moment, Addicts. This is it. This is it. This is your chance to go viral.
But look, where I usually go, where is my background, chat? Where is the background? This is where I go.
Well,
I go to Wally World.
Oh, thanks, Irish. Boxing Day. You may know it better as. It's basically started January sales. Got you. Shops have sales and people queue for hours to get the sales on St. Stephen's Day. It is the next day after Christmas Day. Okay, I got you. And I'm pretty sure I'm right here. You're Declan, right? Terry versus Martina. I really got to check that stuff out, by the way. I haven't checked out the Irish wrestling.
Steve, I'm not gonna lie, it will be kind of ironic with me with a retail Warzone.
Oh yeah.
Being like, I'm here for the
that's what I thought.
employees.
You've
like
committed
there
now,
at the same
Alex, in front of God and everybody here in the chat. So we need to start planning this.
I'm committed. I'm gonna do it, but like,
Matt Starr,
Steve, this is how
Matt Starr, look at the chat. Look what he says. I'm here to buy a TV and chew bubble gum, but I'm all out of gum. You are Warzone Nukem.
Oh yeah. No, I'm there. I am definitely there. But yeah.
Oh boy, this is going to be good. You have no. Hero says the fuck Thanos snapped Alex.
I am Iron Man.
Matt says, but the gum's not on sale. Joey says, never mind that every brand artificially raises prices 2 days before Black Friday so they can lower them back. You are 100% correct. You are a man of knowledge. You get it. You know what's up. Ira says, we can do a Black Friday comparison. I'll do Black Friday in Ireland on the same day and you can compare. Oh, fuck, man. This is turning into something fucking awesome.
No, yeah,
oh, my God.
Steve, typically my plans for that day is we have all the family come over to my house. We eat lunch together. And then, like, me and my mother and others will go to Walmart later in the day for the sale.
I'm sorry, I gotta laugh at Low. Warzone Nukem is accurate, just like a new Duke Nukem games haven't been made in years. Neither has he streamed. Yeah, he's kind of lazy. He's kind of lazy, Low. I mean, and he'll tell you he is. I'm not saying anything is new. But no, so that's good because where I work, the latest I could possibly work would. Well, I think Hero. Do we close early that day? I don't know. I think we do. Don't we? It's like 6 or something like that on Turkey Day. It's been a while. You know, I'm just getting back into this. No, is it regular hours? Because if it's regular hours and I close, I'm still out at 8, and that gives Alex plenty of time to be out there and get shot. Regular, all right, cool. So the latest I would be working is 8 o'clock. So, what we're going to do?
There's a good chance of that happening this year too.
What we're going to do is I'm going to work tomorrow, and I'm going to sign off for Black Friday, and you figure I get off at 8 p.m. on Thanksgiving at the latest, all right? So from 8 p.m. all through, I'm going to have a bunch of Monster energy drinks and some coffee. We're doing this, Alex. We're doing this.
Oh, dude, I will, like I say,
I need you to do, Alex, is I need you.
And what y'all will do, if y'all want me to like just interview like a random person,
absolutely, and interview all the crackheads in line. Oh my God, this is it, boy. This is your time to shine. You got what is it? We're September, October. You got 3 months to prepare. Matt says this will put retail Warzone on the fucking map for sure. Damn right. So you've got your gear, you've got the mask, you've got the shirt. Oh hell, guys, y'all don't understand. I've got like chills from being so giddy right now about this because the potential this has. I am bursting with fruit flavor at this moment, guys.
Buy a fucking bulletproof vest. Oh, I'm going to.
Russell says, I think you're going to need a bang, not a monster. No, I'm good. And see, Matt says we're all going to brag that we were here for it. Yeah. Okay. It's your time to shine, son. It's it. You want YouTube cred? You want YouTube fame? Here you go, son. We just all handed it to you on a silver platter. It's just up for you to deliver.
Oh, yeah. No, I'll be glad to be like...
Oh, and look at Hero. Y'all remember who suggested it?
I'll be glad to be like, was this TV worth your family time?
Son, you have no idea. I will walk if I have to down there to hug you because this is your moment, man. This is it. This is it.
Oh yeah.
And
no, I'll definitely like talk to people like that's around me. I'll definitely like talk to people like that's around me.
because
I'll definitely talk to employees as well.
Matt just said, because Addicts is the hero we deserve. You're the only one of the group that can do this. So it's all on you. You can do this. And then Joey K says you'll probably want a stab-proof vest, actually, and a helmet. There you go. And hopefully by then, I'll have a retail Warzone baseball cap. It's coming. I got to find somebody to do the embroidering. And even if I have to just have one custom made just for you, Alex, I'll do that. Oh, speaking of which, blame tag. Because we were out with COVID and whatnot and, you know, paychecks and all that stuff, I will be getting my wife the essentially forgotten shirt when I get paid. So, absolutely. I think that's a great, great shirt, by the way. So, yeah, this has been fucking fun, man. This is awesome. Listen, guys, I really, really want to say thank you to all of you that participate. This means a lot to me personally, because this is a passion project for me. This is discussion. This is a group thing. This is people that, you know, we all go through this. All right. Yes, I've sworn off management and I'm doing something different now, but it's still kind of the same. And so I'm there with you. It's just my situation is a little bit different, but you know, the whole concept of this whole thing is keep growing. Joey, thank you so much for being here, man. Appreciate it. You know, I know you were all over the videos, leaving comments and whatnot. I appreciate it. This is what we want. We want people involved. It's not about me. It is going to be about Alex come Black Friday. Okay. But it's not about us. We're not here, you know, to make money off you guys and whatnot. This is meant to be a community. And I am so happy that I actually devoted the time to dive into Twitter, because I'll be honest with you, I thought the way was Reddit, and it really isn't. And then I really started getting into Twitter. I think, Matt, you were really the first person I reached out to. And, you know, the Twitter community is awesome. And, you know, Adam, who wrote Life on the Grocery Line, he wasn't really, what do you always say? The retail Twitter community is the best community. And you are 100% correct. You know, Adam, who wrote Life on the Grocery Line, wasn't, to my knowledge, wasn't really exploring Twitter all that much. I could be wrong, but judging by what I've seen, I don't know. And I was like, hey, man, look, I just followed you on Twitter. Follow us back. Check this community out, because, man, I'm telling you, this is where it's at. And we see what's going on there. And so, you know, Adam will be back on soon. And I'm telling you, it's a great conversation. It'll be the same thing. He'll be on cam. Guys, come ask questions, you know. I think he did a really, really good job with the book. And, you know, there's a lot of cool things going on. And, you know, Matt, I don't know what your online relationship is with Dear Customer. That'd be a great one to have on. I know he did a podcast for a while, and I checked it out today, but the link that he had, the last one he did was 2020. It'd be cool to have him on. You know, like I said, I'm not here to be a superstar or anything. I don't care. I mean, you know, I want people that want to be involved and talk about what we deal with. And for anybody listening on the Facebook side or people that I may know personally or whatnot, I want pharmacists. This is something I really want to get on. We talk a lot about retail and what we deal with, but ladies and gentlemen, pharmacists and pharmacy techs right now are getting boned bad. I want to have an episode where I've got one pharmacist, maybe two, maybe three, whoever wants to participate, and let them tell the story, because understand that they're like the vaccination police right now, you know? So there's a lot going on in the world. Matt says, yeah, I'd love to get him in. He's a superstar. He's got a couple, I'll have to check that out. Maiden says, Steve's just talking and we're all here hyping up Alex. So, hey, look,
That's why.
Here's the thing. Y'all can hype Alex all you want, and that's great. But Alex has got to deliver. And I'm putting this challenge out right now. I don't think he can.
I'm pretty sure I can.
Okay. Just saying.
All I got to do is just interview random customers and random employees and just be like, this is the absolute chaos that's going on here.
Well, you got your chance. You got your chance to either shine or sink.
Now let's go dive into the TV.
And like Hero says, ball up, Alex. We have just given you an open invitation to be a superstar. It's up to you to fulfill. The destiny is yours. Ooh. And there's an inside joke with that only Alex and I know about. And it should make him nauseous. It just made him nauseous.
All right, guys. I don't think I can do that challenge. I think.
Oh, see how easy he breaks. But anyway, but no, seriously, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys for stopping by. You know, I know that there's people that's messaged me and whatnot that want to, and it just so happens they got to work and whatnot. And I get that. It's cool. And hopefully we can get more. You know, I want this thing to grow. We're well over. I'll try to make him do it, Matt. I really will. I think as long as we remind him every single week that everybody's watching to see if he follows through, he'll do it. I have 100% confidence in Alex that he'll do it. It's just a matter of how severe he does it. And we have a mutual friend, an Alabama friend, that I'm going to message offline and tell him that this is what's going on. And he's going to egg him on as well. So there's going to be a lot of pressure on this young man. But I think he can deliver. I think he can. And I'm looking forward to Black Friday for the first time ever in my career. I'm ready. Let's go. This will be fucking fun. I just got to figure out the tech side of it. I mean, hell, shit. We might have a fucking stream going on like all day long. I don't know. So it'll just be what it is.
Just buying Metroid has an incentive.
Do what?
What Russell said.
Just buy him.
Buying Metroid.
No, I'm not buying him shit.
October 7th, chat. October 7th.
Yeah, we'll see. So for anybody else that hasn't, you know, if you got friends or family that work retail or whatnot, tell them about us, bring them on. You know, we'll do this again. We do this every Wednesday night. You know, some nights we'll have topics. Some nights it'll be like this. I'll sit here and read chat and we'll go through stuff. I don't care. It ain't about me. I'm just an old dude with something to do. So we're all good. But
Banana Mania, hell yeah, brother.
Banana Mania, yeah.
You see they revealed fucking Hello Kitty in that game.
Oh, well, that's a must buy for Alex.
Definitely, dude. I was like, there's my main. That's record is Hello Kitty.
Real quick. So Hero mentions, come on, Alex, Irish is doing it. So that's the thing. So we're going to have Irish doing Black Friday in Ireland. Alex, you can't get upstaged. Man, you got to do it. So Alex, in the upcoming weeks, you and I will detail this. I've already got a thumbnail for Black Friday. I've had it since we started this thing. So
what I can do is I can call you from Skype on my phone and you can just capture my video footage.
Uh-huh.
And I'll just sit there and I'll talk.
What we'll do that day.
You'll tell me what chat is saying.
Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll figure out as we get closer, which, I mean, it's not that far off actually, but as we get closer, I'll come up with some sort of overlay or whatnot. That, you know, we can do that. Steve, you need to reach out to English T too. Who is that? Maiden says, Addix is our American hero. Yes. Matt says, I need to put out a Black Friday shirt, methinks. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Addix 2024. No, you don't want that. I'm just telling you right now. Just stop that. Stop that. American Dad. He needs to buff up. But this has been great. It's always fun. I love this. You know, actually, I'm going to tell you guys a little story. So when I got this job and I was asked, hey, do you have open availability? I'm like, I can work anytime except Wednesday night. That was my only requirement. That's how devoted I am to this. It's the only thing I want to do. So, Hero says, I'm here for the TVs, Matt. No, because Hero says that, but Hero, the running joke is every time I walk into a Best Buy, I come out with a television. So she's full of shit.
Hey, Peter.
My wife said, live, laugh, Black Friday. Yes. So, all right, guys. So we're sitting at an hour 10. Time to wrap it up. And
I just know, Logan, if that were to happen at the Black, just hey, Peter, I would shit myself.
Well, here's the thing. There's a plan in place now, and guys, we'll start a countdown. X amount of days to Black Friday. X amount of days to Addicts interviews. We'll call it Addicts interviews, or Addicts' Black Friday, or something like that. And hit them.
The Retail Warzone presents.
Yeah. So like the hero
Friday, the documentary.
The hero we need, but the hero we don't deserve. So, Alex, this is all you. So we have the 80. Look, Matt's got 86 days, Alex.
Dude.
You know, and this is a great idea. You know, we could film videos, Alex, that we could release along the way of you training and getting ready for. You know, like offline videos.
Yes.
Okay. All right. This is great. So, boy, I'm really kind of excited. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be some shit. So I just, I gotta make sure I go sign off for that shit tomorrow. All right, everybody. So look, it's been a great night. We will see you next time. If there's episodes or things you guys want to talk about or whatnot, let me know. I want a pharmacist and I want Apple employees. So if you know someone in your life that's either a pharmacist in retail, not just a regular pharmacist or it's like a hospital or whatnot. I want a pharmacist like CVS, Walgreens, that kind of stuff, or a grocery store, or somebody that works at the quote unquote fruit stand. Give them my information. Have them message me, because I want to do episodes about that, especially about the pharmacist, and also too, one that's not retail related. If you have any nurses in your life that would like to come on and talk about what they've dealt with during the pandemic, let me know, because I'd like to have that on. Has nothing to do with retail, but I think it could send a really, really big message. So there it is. So Alex, you got anything to say real quick?
Yep. Just hit us up on Twitter and just let us know like what y'all actually want me to do for that Black Friday episode. Like, just let me know.
Go ahead and go
interview.
Go ahead and flood Twitter for it. Yeah, flood Twitter, flood our feed on what you want Alex to do on Black Friday. Anything else, Alex?
That's really about it. But
CeeLo, he's not even doing self plugs anymore because he doesn't stream.
I do stream.
Mm-hmm.
Just on occasion.
Pick out a catchy hashtag. Are you talking about pick out a catchy hashtag for the Black Friday event?
The Retail Warzone presents.
No.
A Black Friday retail documentary.
HR want to talk about that? Yes. Okay. We'll come up with a hashtag, Matt, and we'll go. I think all of us that are watching this, we should be. There's a nurse on Twitter that I see vent on Twitter. So if you tweet about wanting a nurse on the show, I will retweet it and tag her. Please do. I'll do that. Because I look. I know it's the retail war zone, but it's all about customer facing positions. You know, a nurse is the ultimate customer facing position. So, it is what it is. But yeah, I'll tweet something here soon. Terry versus Martina. And also too, I really need to check out Irish wrestling because some of the stuff I've seen looks kind of cool. So, I mean, I'm a big AEW fan. Alex is a WWE fan because he doesn't know what's cool. But it's just what it is. So, Maiden says YouTube is much faster than Twitch with response time. It's YouTube. Of course it is. So, all right, guys. Everybody have a great night. We're going to come up with a hashtag for Addicts' Black Friday escapades. Oh, there it is. Heroes got it. Hashtag Addicts Eve. Matt, you good with that? Addicts Eve. I think that'll be good. We'll roll with that. It's your time to shine, boy. All right, everybody. Have a great night. Oh, Matt says I like it. All right, sweet. That's what we'll work on. Yes, Maiden says. All right, addicts. Boy, you have been thrown into the fucking fire tonight, son. So get ready. All right, everybody. Have a great night, and we will see you next time.